Okay, I'm at the gym on a Sunday, and this is really a rest day, so all I'm gonna do is the elliptical. And one thing about me, I'm gonna wear my natural hair, okay? I don't care. Hello, beautiful people. Hello, beautiful people. I am so excited that I am going to finally be doing my hair today. Now, I have been rocking my afro for a couple of days, and although I'm loving it, it's really time for me to put my locks back up because, baby, like, what? Waking up mad at every day, and I don't care, but I do care at the same time. I got a lot of shit to do. Anywho, I heard it was Vlogtober. We do this shit every year. I never complete it. I'm not even gonna try because it's just not my rim, okay? I'm off today and I'm off tomorrow, so I'm gonna do my hair and I'm gonna show y'all my favorite gym hair. This is my favorite gym hair, my favorite hair growth hair, my favorite protective style of the fall. Like, I've been into the very short styles because for me, I don't like all the long hair right now because I'm moving a lot and I don't want to have to be pulling out the curls or trying to make the stuff work. I kind of just want to wake up fine, and that's what the bob does for me. I don't even tie it down, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna just show y'all some sections of me putting them together. I actually saw a girl on YouTube who did the same hairstyle, and I jocked her hairstyle once, and I just ran with it. Okay, so this is the best fall look. This is the best hairstyle for fall if you on a workout journey, because it's super easy to work with, for real.
Podcast about Shampoo Jam. I'm an intimacy expert.
Y'all, I just feel so lazy. I'm like sloppily throwing together a vlog for y'all for freaking Vlogtober because there was no planning. There was no pure reason of why I was doing this. I just kind of am picking up my camera and just letting it do what it do. But anyway, this is my second step in the process of doing my favorite locks. My hair has gotten substantially longer, so I definitely had to flip these mugs up and put rubber bands on it. But it really had me thinking about locking up. I'm gonna cut that scene because I ain't like the way my hair looked on that side. But anywho, but yeah, it had me thinking about locking up, y'all. Y'all know my alopecia is up here. I had to hide it a little bit. You see this? But it's been doing really, really good, and I'm excited to keep on my hair journey. I think by next year, my hair is gonna be crazy long. Okay, I don't know how that's gonna work. But anywho, like I said, this is the next step in my lock process, and I just basically flipped my hair up into rubber bands because, y'all, I don't like the concept of tutorials. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think I started my channel talking about I'm not interested in doing tutorials, and I think that I tried to do it just because it seemed like it was something right to do for people, but I'm just not interested in it. But I will tell y'all that I just flipped these up and put rubber bands on them, and then now I'm gonna put the locks in. I do want to stop and get something done, you know, go do some family time for a second, and then I'll come back and finish it tonight. So hopefully I don't get super tired and finish it in the morning. So the finishing product might go up in my my second vlog. But in the meantime, in between time, y'all, I am currently watching a podcast with this girl and a doctor. No, I think Russell Westbrook's wife or something like that. And they're talking about marriage and relationships and sustaining for longevity. And y'all, when I say I've never done relationships right, and I have no idea I had no idea how to do them. And I do have a word of advice before I say this. Treat every person that you meet or encounter, whether it's a friend or a guy that you're dating, like an experience to learn for the future. Like, in general, I feel like a lot of people go into relationships and there's a hope of a never-ending experience. Like, there's a hope that, oh, we're never gonna end, so yeah, I'm locked in for life. If you go in not expecting that, and you just go in saying, this is what I can contribute to this relationship, and with an open heart and learn it, I feel like that's a better approach, and you won't get as heartbroken because nothing is promised. Relationships with people are not promised. Your partner, even that you love, could pass away, God forbid. But it's just like, that's a reality of it. And I feel like a lot of people go into relationships looking for some sort of lifelong fulfillment in another person. And so I think me right now in the early stages of my relationship, I think watching this podcast with her and this girl, I cannot think of her name, and Russell Westbrook's wife, it really resonated with me because they were talking about how relationships have their ups and their downs, their waves and their flows, peaks and valleys, whatever. And how there's always one person that has a little bit more at a certain time that has to give a little bit more, and then the other person. And sometimes a relationship has very, very even ground. And so my thing is, what I wanted to contribute to the conversation at this point, and I don't have much to say because I really want to think about this more, but I really do think that it's important to become individual before looking to your relationship. How do I mean? It is important to become individual and you're like an individual and whole with yourself, so that when you're getting into a relationship, you're not looking for yourself. You know what I mean? And I know my last video was talking about how I decided to go ahead and find myself, because a lot of my previous relationships were like, oh, I'm going into this relationship and there's a need, and if this person doesn't meet my need, obviously I'm sad. So what it looked like was me being emotional because that maybe the person wasn't available when I thought they should be. And I would get upset and thinking that the person doesn't care about me or that the relationship isn't real. But in all actuality, I had some internal work to do, and I was upset because I needed an outside source to fulfill that. And it can be draining on a relationship. Like, it could be very, very draining on a relationship. So I think that listening to her podcast about longevity, something I wanted to contribute to the conversation is that you literally have to have your own identity. It is so taxing on a relationship to go into it looking for yourself, because that person is going to go up and down and change all the time, and you're going to go right along with them. Every time they go up, you're going to go up. Every time they go down, you're going to go down. But if you know yourself, you're going to be able to stand outside the relationship and be more observant to what will make the relationship grow. And you don't just get into relationships for fun. You don't. You get into relationships genuinely because you have compatibility with somebody, you have deep love with somebody, and you want to do life, and y'all both are going to make each other's life easy. And that doesn't entail building you up as a person, okay? Now, throughout a relationship, you will ultimately be built up through the love, because a lot of people thrive in love, okay? Those good feelings cause you to maybe start businesses, lose weight, be a better family member, be a better teacher, be a better, whatever you are in your life. It'll make you just be better overall. But to go into the relationship looking for that deep core foundation of yourself first, y'all, is so fucking draining. And you're never gonna find what you're looking for, okay? Period. So that's my contribution to that conversation. And y'all know, let me just keep it real. Like, my boyfriend went out with his friends, and I have been working on my little abandonment issues without getting a therapist, and I probably should get a therapist, but I probably won't anytime soon because I'm busy as fuck, so don't judge me. But like, my boyfriend, the guy that I'm with right now, I have learned so much about myself. I don't even know if he knows this, but I have been doing like the dirty work, y'all, the background work, to just get myself together. Like, because I really thought I had relationships down pat. I really thought that I was like a princess when it comes to relationships. Like, I got this on lock. Like, you're doing wrong, blah, 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 blah. But y'all, I had to rework my whole idea of relationships, because I'm not saying that I've never loved a person. I never loved a person like I had before. But like, I've never been this in love or vested into somebody who for one wasn't necessarily what I was looking for exactly, but we are compatible in damn near 90% of the ways, if that makes sense. And I'm just like, wow, it's a lot riding on this. Like, you can't just get mad and block this person. You can't just get mad and change your number, because I've done that, and that shit was crazy weird. That shit was crazy weird and silly, and I regret it every time I did it because I love him. You know what I mean? So, what was I gonna say? So anyway, this relationship has taught me so much about myself. I use our shortcomings and when we go through things as a way to self-reflect and see where I can show up a lot better than I did the last time. And he went out with his friends on Sunday, y'all. And the way I have trust issues, like, I was tinging. My heart was like, what the fuck is this nigga doing? For for one, I have trust issues. For two, he does too. And so a lot of times shit like this looks like us both being on edge when the other person is out. Like, I can't speak for him. I don't know if this man is on edge about anything that I do. But for me personally, I just be like, what are you doing? Like, is it a girl breathing in your face? Like, this is that. And not because I'm insecure about myself, but because I'm insecure with relationships. Because shit, I'm just learning what it takes to even make this motherfucker work. You know what I'm saying? And trusting people, like, not being able to trust causes insecurity in a relationship. And a lot of people get that mixed up with self-insecurities. No, I think I'm the shit. I am the shit. But that doesn't mean my partner think I'm the shit and that our relationship is the shit. You know what I mean? So if I'm not feeling safe with a relationship with my person, then that's going to cause me to be a little bit weary when that person is away from me. So I had to learn that about myself and start to silence the thoughts of like, my partner's gonna leave me because I have abandonment issues. My partner's gonna leave me and find some better person. And in the event that somebody leaves you and find a better person, that's okay. That's why you take the experience and learn from it and move forward. Like, that's all you can do. And I'm not saying that it's not gonna hurt because I am still human, but I'm very much so Gemini. So anywho, but you take what you can from an experience and you move forward, you heal, and that's it. Like, that's it. I feel like a lot of people's healing process really be them trying to find themselves because they left so much of themselves with the person that they were trying to be with. So find yourself first. Enjoy yourself. So when you have free time and your man is going out, you got something to do. Like, you should be able to be away from your person for a day and miss them. Not obsess about what they're doing and be bored without them. You should be able to say, I have things that I indulge in, that I enjoy. I have a life foundation for myself, and that's what it is. And I know that when me and my person gets together, and I'm talking about like relationships and dating, not marriage, because I don't know what that shit look like yet. But once you get together, you know, like, we finna spend some quality time, okay? You know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not claiming that I know jack shit about relationships and how to make them work, but I'm just saying from my personal experience and for what I've learned and what I research and what I've watched from these podcasts and come to my own analysis. Anywho, but yeah, I got more to talk about relationships, y'all, because I actually think I like this stuff. I'm so into relationships, social constructs, and health right now. I think I said that already, in fitness. So sorry if I talk so much about this, but I'm really interested. And I'm interested in learning, first of all. So anyway, this is my first contribution to Vlogtober. And okay, so this is my first contribution. This is my first contribution to Vlogtober. And yeah, tell me what y'all think. Like, honestly, when y'all man is out with his friends, like, what do y'all do to combat those thoughts of like, oh, my person, or if you're if you got abandonment issues, like, how are y'all handling y'all abandonment issues when you feel like the person that you love or the person, your friends, your family members don't, they not doing nothing. When you feel like a person leaves you and you panic, what are you doing to cope with that, and how are you gonna, how are you identifying with that? Because I didn't even realize I had that. I thought that when a person did it, they were supposed to comfort me. They were supposed to say, hey, they're supposed to text me where they're like, hey, I'm doing this, everything's good. And I'm just like, wow. Like, it's a courtesy, it's appreciated, but I think a lot of stuff comes from marriage and not necessarily like being in relationships. But let's have a dialogue about just abandonment, whatever you want to contribute to the abandonment conversation, relationship conversation, self-identity relationships and healing, whatever you want to say towards those. Put your contribution in the comment below and let me know what y'all think. All right, bye.